Hi, and welcome to Platteville Fantasy Podcast Show for week number 11. I'm your host, Alan Highland, back from being out of town here for the podcast. Mitch did a great job on his little throw together one. That was pretty cool. Yep, behind the glass is Mitch. Not literally, but the glass was super thick, stretching from Green Bay to Seattle. But anywho, starters, going with trade talk. Some trades happened within these last 2 weeks. Looks like Man sent Ramos Ramirez and CPAT to Pete, so he's giving away a cubby that's probably going to break down pretty soon. So, uh, whatever. Chris Young, I don't really care about that trade. Sorry. Man was in another trade where Doc Paulo sent CJ Wilson to Ja for Alf and Lily. That was pretty crazy. I guess, yeah, trying to dump your Cubs there, John? Maybe I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. I got a little notebook, kind of small. But whatever. Not too exciting with trades, but trades are fun. Hey. All right. So moving on to matchups. Throw up the matchups. Matchup fireworks. Matchups. Yeah. Matchup number one. Deeber versus me. Deeber, where do you get off having your best week ever? Now I just threw that in the spreadsheet, and I was kind of curious about it, but it was true. Damber had his best week of the season here, week 11, so screw you. He also set a single season record for whip, so attaboy there. You're also the best team of the week, period. So way to go, Dan Burr. Never expected that. Didn't need that. Didn't need to lose 1-10 after I won 10-1. So spending way too much time on my matchup sent me cruising down. Dan Burr cruising up. So Bill versus Mitch was my next one. This Dan Burr had his best week. Mitch had his worst week ever here in week 11. So Bill, you continue your quest of getting some pretty good weeks, but Mitch had the worst week this week anyway. He ranked number 16. Bill, you ranked number 7, so you should have probably won this week. But winning 7-5, good pitching both ways. Bad hitting for Mitch. Yeah. Moving on faster. Jordan versus Apollo. This is a tie. Both of you guys had bottom 16 stats, so you guys got away with one there with that tie. Next one's Alyssa versus Jason. So this is Alyssa taking this one 7-4. Alyssa was hitting pretty well, so that's why you got it. Jason, or she got it. Sorry. Jason, you probably lost because you have lots of guys on your DL, as you nicely wrote down there. Tough luck, man. But yeah, Jason, you shouldn't have won this week. Yeah, you were ranked 10th, and Alyssa, you were ranked 5th. So way to go. Brian versus Bunker. Down goes Bunker. Down goes Bunker. Bunker, you shouldn't have lost this week. You're ranked 6th, but Brian was ranked number 2. Brought you down. Not too far. Doesn't even matter. Probably just a little speed bump. I think that's the second week in a row you lost. So, ew. Yeah, nice pitching and good whip for Brian. And Bunker, your players are on steroids. So, cheater. I'm calling cheater on you. Anyway, yeah, good win there, Brian. Jawman versus Jameson. Jaw won 7-4. He was ranked 4, beating Jameson ranked 14th on the week. Jameson had another 0 lost week, so that obviously sets a record. Second time there. Jawman, you hit pretty well. Both had good pitching, as I wrote down. So, well, Jameson, you probably had a pretty bad week if you ranked 14th. Next one, Fred versus Marcus. Fred wins 9-3, had the second best week behind Dan Burr, and Marcus, you were 13th ranked. So, kind of nice little matchup there for Fred. But Marcus, even though you had a bad week, you did have the single season best stolen bases from week number 2 on to week number 11 with 13. Attaboy. Frankie sucked this week, by the way. And last but not least, but well, actually kind of least, Pete versus Kyle. Pete wins. Pete wins. That doesn't sound right, but he's playing a pretty bad team in Kyle. But Pete, you had the 8th ranked team, top 8 stats, got you a W. Try to keep that going. It's not against me. Kyle, you finally won saves. Yeah, Pete wins is what I wrote down on my notes. So, attaboy Pete, still suck. Standings. So Mitch, let's do the standings. So standings, obviously. So the bottom 4 in order from bottom to top is Pete, me, Jordan, Alyssa. I flew down to the bottom 4, so moved Jordan and Alyssa up. Jordan tied, Alyssa won, I think. So yeah, nothing big there. Pete, you're out of it. I might be out of it too. I don't know. I'm gonna still try though. I'm coming. Next, Kyle, Mitch, Bill, and Dan Burr. Dan Burr moving up one notch away from getting I'm trying to think here into the playoff hunt with a 8th rank. You're almost at a 500 record too, so there's a big movement there. Mitch, you moved away from that where Dan Burr is right now. Bill, you're moving up. Hey-o. Maybe you won't miss the playoffs this year. Next 4, Brian, Marcus, Jason, Ja. Nothing real big there. Brian got back over 500. Marcus, you moved down. You get bumped out. Yeah. Apollo, you moved out of there. So Apollo, you moved right into the top 4 with Apollo, Fred, Jameson, Bunker. So Apollo replaces Bunker in that one. Nothing big up there. Yeah. And that's your standings. Stat. Yeah, that's my robot. But anyway, this is your stat attack. My favorite part. I'm gonna keep it going. So here's your who's batting cleanup. Who was that? Bunker. Obviously, you guys are on roids. I think you did everything but stealing bases as well. Who's batting 9th? That's me missing the ball. But Mitch, that's you. You sucked this week. Overall, you sucked. Who was pitching there? Terminator. It's you, Dan Burr. You had an awesome week. You destroyed me. Attaboy. Who was pitching there? Whoa. See you later. That was Marcus. Probably because you guys are at Granky and you're ruining him. Anyway. That was your 4 guys. Who got away with one? Got away with one with you, Paul and Jordan. You guys both should have lost, but you were playing each other, so you tied. Who got screwed? Bunker. You had 6 best stats, but you happened to run into Brian. Way to go, Brian. Yeah. Your power rankings real quick. Your power rankings from bottom to top. Nothing real big there. I'll just go ahead and post them. Pete, you're at the bottom. Bunker, you're at the top. Same as the standings. Bill, you're way down there. You're getting away with them. Jason, you're definitely getting away with them. You're 3rd worst stats. So yeah, listen, I cue the crying noise. We should be winning. Stud of the week was obviously Dan Burr. Way to go, Dan Burr. And your dud of the week, I think I've mentioned this before, was Mr. Mitch. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember what Mitch's matchup of the week and who cares won, but this week's matchup of the week, contrary to what you wanted, Mitch, is going to be Ja versus Bunker. This has a lot to do with standings. You guys are both good teams with good winning percentages. The who cares game of the week is you, Mitch, versus me. We are sucking up a storm, even if our stats don't say so. But as you wanted, here is our all-time stats against each other. You're winning baseball 2-1-1. Where you're tied in football 4-4. Where you're tied in hockey 2-2 and 4. 4 ties in hockey. Who's on your tie in hockey? And in basketball, you're dominating me 3-0. So you have the overall for the Epic Cup. So Epic Cup. Oh, by the way, I win the Apollo in my traveling trophy that I'm carving it right now. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna name it. But yeah, anyway, Closing notes. Fantasy football's up. Let's have some fun playing fantasy football, even if there isn't any fantasy football. Draft might be August 13th. Either way, we're going to see a Brewer game that week. But next week, going to have some guests. Maybe. Kinda. Yeah. Adios, guys.